Drohne in der Luft.
Lade nach.
Verbündete Drohne im Einsatz.
Ich lade nach!
Konterdrohne ist aktiv.
Nerve Schockstark.
Lade nach! Ich lege hier Munition ab! Feind gesichtet! Lege hier Munition ab! Semtex geworfen!
Ich lade nach.
Ich bin hinter dir! Eine
Drohne
Schweißgranate!
im Einsatzgebiet. Feindliche Drohne aktiv.
Wechsle das Magazin. Wechsle das Magazin.
Weiter so. Verbündeter Präzisionsluftschlag im Einsatzgebiet. Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Ich lade nach.
Werfe Blendgranate!
Feindlicher Luftschlag war eure Position. Verbündete Drohne online.
Werfe Täuschgranate!
Mission erfüllt. Gute Arbeit.
Junge, du bist brutal. Immer crazy unicorn. Crazy, crazy.
Team Deathmatch.
Wupp, wupp.
Ich bin deine Deckung! Täuschgranate!
Okay, let's go.
Magazinwechsel!
Hardliner aktiviert. Verbündeter Mörserschlag unterwegs.
Wechsle das Magazin.
Feindliche Drohne im Einsatzgebiet.
Ich halte dir den Rücken.
Blickkontakt zum Feind.
Lade nach. Verbündete Drohne online.
Werfe Täuschgranate. Kontakt.
Oh, that ain't my pussy hurt.
Wechsle das Magazin.
Ihr habt die Mission zur Hälfte geschafft. Verbündete Konterdrohne in Position. Alarmiert online.
Hab ihren Schatten. Achtung! Granate! Werfe Thermit. Ich lade nach.
Carnage down under you.
Muss das Magazin wechseln.
Verbündete Konterdrohne online. Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Wechsle das Magazin.
Wechsle das Magazin!
Lade nach!
Ich bin deine Deckung. Werfe Vorladung! Ich lade nach!
Sie rennen davon. Weiter so.
Hab ihren Scharfschützen erledigt. Ich bin deine Deckung. Feind in der Nähe. Magazinwechsel! Erste Vorladung!
Mission erfüllt. Gute Arbeit.
Welcome back to the GenGM YouTube channel, everybody. Off camera, I went ahead and made the new intercooler piping for the Sleeper Volvo, and so that's all done. Now, before we're ready to drive it on the street at speed, it really just mostly needs power brakes. But in order to get power brakes, gotta take the intake manifold off, put a port on the back for the brake booster. If we're doing all that, we're gonna completely redo the ignition system. So for one, you can see that all of the shift wires, all the spark plug wires are touching the exhaust. That's fine for driving around, but as soon as we get some heat into those manifolds, those things are melting. So we have to move the coil packs. The other thing is that look at this nightmare of hoses and just wiring and all this stuff. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the intake manifold off, put the port on the back. We're gonna relocate all of the wires for the injectors and the coil packs underneath. We're going to mount the coil packs on the firewall right here. In order to do that, we're gonna have to move the map sensor, possibly the fuel pressure regulator. We've got a new spark plug wire set, so we'll be able to make new wires that come down and under the manifold instead of over. Hopefully we can just get this entire area cleaned up. You know, maybe get the wiring over here cleaned up. Just get this thing ready to go in the dyno, make some power, be reliable, and look good while we're at it. So, without any further ado, we gotta pull this intake manifold off.
Da kommt... Achtung!
Hinter dir!
Blendgranate! Lade nach!
Feindliche Drohne aktiv. Feindliche Drohne im Einsatzgebiet. Hardliner online. Wir haben die Führung verloren.
Magazinwechsel.
Haltet ihr den Rücken frei!
Die Führung gehört uns.
Werfe Termit!
Doppelschuss! Werfe Blendgranate!
Der Feind ist in Führung gegangen. Die Drohne umkreist das Gebiet. Er setzt eine Konterdrohne ein. Feindliche Aerosolbomben bei eurer Position. Verbündete Drohne im Einsatz.
Gebt ihr Rückendeckung.
Ihr habt die Mission zur Hälfte geschafft. Seid wachsam.
Feind im Gebiet.
Verbündeter Marschflugkörper nähert.
Wechsle das Magazin. Wechsle das Magazin.
Feindliche Drohne aktiv. Verbündete Drohne online. Feindliche Drohne über uns.
Lade nach. Lade nach.
Alarmiert.
Wechsle das Magazin.
Verbündete Drohne im Einsatz.
Ich lade nach. Da kommt eine Vorladung ein. Schockstab geworfen.
Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Magazinwechsel.
Verbündete Drohne online. Unsere Konterdrohne ist aktiv. Feindliche Drohne aktiv. Verbündete Drohne im Einsatz. Feindliche Drohne im Einsatzgebiet.
Wechseln! Wechsle das Magazin.
Verbündete Aerosolbomben unterwegs. Wir sind auf dem Vormarsch. Druck aufrecht halten. Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Wechsle das Magazin.
An alle Saber. Mission erfüllt.
Just a bit of a mess. So we're actually going to kind of cut apart this harness a bit, shorten things that don't need to be so long, lengthen things that need to be longer, kind of customize it for the chassis more. because this is just obviously a universal engine harness, which has worked great, but it could be better. Man, whoever designed this exhaust to come apart in multiple pieces, genius. I mean, look at that. Downpipe came right off. It'll go right back in. But now we can access this bolt to tighten the low control arm in, actually.
Verstanden. Longbow 3-1 ist unterwegs. Verstanden. Longbow 3-1 ist bereit. Angriff erfolgt. Longbow 3-1 verlässt das Einsatzgebiet und wird zur Basis. Verstanden. Longbow 3-1 ist unterwegs. Verstanden. Longbow 3-1 ist bereit. Angriff erfolgt. Longbow 3-1 verlässt das Invasion. Der Feind liegt in Führung.
Wechsel Magazin!
Feindliche Drohne über uns.
Thermit eingesetzt!
Feindlicher Mörserschlag.
Der Feind ist vorn. Schlagt, verbündete Fahrzeuge sind unterwegs.
Feindliche Drohne über uns. Verbündete Konterdrohne online.
Hardliner.
Feindlicher Mörserschlag bei eurer Position. Feindlicher Präzisionsluftschlag. Deckung suchen. Feindliche Drohne aktiv. Verbündete Konterdrohne in Position. Verbündete Drohne online. Unsere Konterdrohne ist aktiv. Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Feinde gesichtet.
Der Feind hat Aerosolbomben gestartet.
Werfe eine Betäubungsgranate.
Feindliche Drohne im Einsatzgebiet.
Unser Perimeter ist kompromittiert.
Verbündeter Marschflugkörper eingesetzt.
Betäubungsgranate geworfen. Semtex geworfen. Der Feind hat sich die Führung gesichert. Bewegt Frag.
Feindliche Aerosolbomben bei eurer Position. Feindliche
this video is cheesy, but I promise you, these aren't just any old 10 mixing tips hi-hat whatsoever. This means that there's a huge opportunity and demand for forms like sound mix to a professional mix. I like to learn frequencies in my track. That reference mix is so much more percussive. So I'm going to go back into my mix now, and I'm going to turn up this hi-hat and possibly even enhance it. Let's also boost the hiss on this hi-hat just a little bit. Let's unsolo this high band now and listen to our mix. Now we can clearly hear that my mix is pretty similar to that reference mix. And that's why I like a good old reference plugin. Tip number 3 is to EQ your reverbs. Reverbs are the widest full spectrum sound that you'll ever add to your mix. In other words, reverb is just a big sound that takes up a lot of headroom and can add a lot of mud to your mix without you even realizing it. It's so easy to add a reverb plugin to an instrument and just move on and forget about it. But you have to EQ the reverb. Back when I started mixing, I used to just add reverbs to every instrument and forget about them. And I could not figure out why I couldn't get my songs loud. And the simple answer was, there was too much reverb just going everywhere and taking up too much headroom. Watch this. If we take this funk clap, sounds like this, and we take just the reverb from it, and we look at the reverb under an imager and an EQ, we can see that the reverb emitted from this clap is so wide that it's all over the stereo image. And that's fine. That's what reverb does, is it adds width to sounds. But also look at the frequencies that are emitted from this reverb. It has frequencies all over the EQ spectrum. That is a big sound. We have to tame this, or else it's going to build up and ruin your mix. Every reverb plugin has an EQ module. On this plugin, this Vintage Valhalla Verbs, my favorite reverb plugin, what I like to do is low cut filter the low frequencies out of the reverb. This isn't going to ruin the quality of the reverb. It's just going to allow the reverb to fit in the mix. And I like to do it up to 500 hertz. Also, I'll cut out some of the hiss from the reverb by pulling the high cut EQ filter down a bit. And I adjust that to my liking as well. But rarely will I have reverb that's wide open. That's just going to take up too much room. So if we give ourselves a good reverb mix on this snare, it still sounds like reverb, but now that reverb will fit in the mix. For this next tip, try balancing your mix in mono. The problem with balancing your mix in stereo is that there is a lot of what I like to call fake loudness in wide sounds. In other words, wide sounds sound louder than they actually are, and that alone can skew your ability to properly balance mix. Here's a melody that we're going to play back in mono. Sounds nice, but if I turn this mono switch off and we play it back in stereo, it sounds so much bigger and more lush, but it's not actually louder. It just seems that way. So now what I do to eliminate the illusion of wide, loud sounds is I will go to the master fader of my song. I'll grab a plugin that allows me to put the song in mono. In Logic, we just go to imaging and then direction mixer, spread it down to mono. And now my entire mix is in mono. And now I can go through and adjust each instrument accordingly. Yeah, and that alone was like a life changer, especially with drums. That helps a lot with drums. For this next tip, don't mix your song the same day you made it. Your brain and your ears need a break after the mental strain of writing music. After endless hours of writing songs in front of your computer, your eyes hurt, your ears are strained, and your brain is fried. you have to give yourself a break, because it's this type of exhaustion that will not allow you to hear the dynamics and frequencies of your song correctly, so you're really not going to be an effective mixing engineer. So, next time you write a song, I know you'll be excited to get that song finished and get it out as fast as possible, but just give yourself a break, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and set up a dedicated mixing session, and I guarantee the results of your mix will be 10 times more lethal than what they would have been if you did it a day earlier on the same day you wrote the song. This next tip is to combine any layered instrument before starting your mixing session. Mixing is a game of organization. The cleaner your DAW is on your eyes, the more effectively and efficiently you'll be able to move through your mixing process. For example, let's take this drum beat, and I'm going to show you how I would set this beat up for a mixing session. This beat sounds like this. If we take a close look at this, we can see that we have 3 hi-hat layers that are doing the same thing. This is an easy 3 layers that I can narrow down into one single layer. So now what I could do is I could take these 3 redundant layers, get rid of them, and we just took 3 layers and narrowed it down to 1. If we look closer into this mix, we can see that our clap has a layer on it as well. Layers are totally fine. You just don't need to keep all your layers in there and not consolidated. So what I'm going to do is take these claps, right click them, bounce, in place. And now we have 1 stem instead of 2. So that was just 2 instruments that we were able to take 5 whole layers and narrow them down into 2. But imagine doing this for an entire song and narrowing down all of your layers into as few layers as possible. Your project will end up looking so clean and minimalistic that you're going to breeze through that mixing process and mix like a star. This next tip is fire, and I make my most dedicated students do this, and they always love Mixing Engineers tab and just find a plethora of professional mix engineers with some really great credits that you can hire to mix your song. This dude here is an old man with 150 million streams. He'll probably run your mix through some nice analog gear, so you'll get to hear what that sounds like. We got some dude who mixed for Ludacris here, a Bruno Mars mixing engineer here, Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike over here. You get the idea. Hit up a freelancing website, hire a professional engineer to mix your song. There's really no better way to do it. For this next tip, if you really want to develop the skill of mixing, you have to get yourself a pair of studio monitor headphones or a pair of studio monitors. Consumer grade headphones like Apple earbuds or Dr. Dre Beats are great headphones for listening to music on, but they are not studio grade. Problem with these headphones and any other consumer grade stereo system is that they do not deliver a flat, true sound. These stereo systems add processing to music when you listen to it so that that music sounds good out of that stereo system. The problem with that is that you're not actually hearing what that song sounded like when it left the production studio. Studio monitors like my Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs are the same price as most consumer grade headphones, but they are studio grade and deliver a flat, true sound that is completely unprocessed. So I'm able to hear exactly what's coming out of my DAW, and it just makes the whole mixing experience easier. My favorite studio monitors are and have always been the Yamaha HS8s, and I simultaneously switch between them and my Audio-Technica ATH M50X studio monitor headphones, and I couldn't be happier with this setup. Here's my final tip. Mix for other people. It's the best way to develop your mixing skill. Mixing is very logical, so it's much easier to approach and practice mixing when you're doing it on a song that's not yours. Am I saying don't mix your own music? No, you can certainly mix your own music, but the problem with mixing your own music is that you have too much emotions wrapped up in the song, so you're not going to be the best decision maker when it comes to mixing that song. And too many emotions make any logical process more difficult. Also, I find that when I mix my own songs, I worry about pointless little details that nobody else is going to ever hear or worry about. And that alone can stifle the overall result of your mix. When you mix other people's songs, you don't hear those little details, so you can focus on the mix as a whole which is how a mix should be thought of, and that is as a whole. That's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, in this video, I was not able to cover every square inch of the mixing process. I saved that information for my production course students. So if you would like
Alright guys, before we get to this amazing video, I gotta remind you that the 2.4 hours of late mullet might be time to throw. Do it. Now is your opportunity. Plenty of tickets on sale right now. We got Vice Grip Garage, Roman Atwood, Demolition Ranch, Brian Deegan, Brad DeBerti, PFI Speed, Boosted Boys, Wilkie. We got everybody coming out. So come to the 2.4 hours of late mullets next weekend, please. And also guys, because this is an epic McFarlane Racing video, we just put back in stock these brand new, bad to the bone McFarlane Racing t-shirts, and those are on cleesmcfarlane.com. So check that out after the video. Let's get to the live action.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Please McFarlane YouTube channel.
Pete, what you think of them spark plugs?
Well, they're kind of hard to read.
Yeah, they've been in since before FL2K, so
Right, yeah.
might be time to throw a fresh set at it.
Yeah, it's time.
A little dirty for you, Nate?
Yeah, they're a little.
Yeah, they look like
They're a little yucky.
Yeah, they're a little crusty.
They're a little crusty.
Listen, guys, I want to start today's video off by saying we're in eliminations, and we qualified number 5 with a 661 to tell you how fast this class is. There are several cars going faster than us, obviously. This big block's been on several race weeks, several hundred runs across the board on different events, things like that. Steve Morris was asking for it back a while ago for a refresh, and we're gonna be running probably the highest boost we've ever ran today. So if anything happens, you know, just know that we're here to send it for you guys. And if it breaks, it breaks. So just want to disclaim that.
This big block owes you nothing.
It owes me nothing. It's done great, but I think it'll be fine. I just want to, you know, disclaim the video real quick. We're about to turn this thing up. Valves.
We used to have big problems with the valves in the LS motor.
Yeah, no, big block live, dude. So we checked the valve lash. We got some fresh spark plugs. We're about to do a 2-step check. We're leaving a little softer on this first run.
A little bit softer. We don't want to strike the tires racing a slower car.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a 720 car first round, so we don't want to go crazy trying to run a 650 and blow the tires off. So do a quick 2-step check with both cars. Hopefully Ruby's get the cam sensor off today. Hit up first round. You got Victor in the Supra. He's way faster on paper.
If this thing does not have any issues, it's going to go PB.
Yeah,
I promise.
it's gonna go
that.
fast. And Ruby's beat Victor plenty of times before. Ruby is Victor's kryptonite, so you might make it through first round. I feel like you are.
If we don't have any crank sensor issues, I think we got this.
All right, let's do it. All right, Mullet, it's time to wake up, buddy. We got a big day ahead of us. Oh yeah. Get some heat in the motor. You gotta check your 2-step.
Check the pump though.
Oh yeah, the bump. Ruby's been bumping real aggressively. They're spinning. We're spinning. Good. Let's go, guys. Here we go, going up for first round.
Real light tune-up, you know. Don't got a crazy tune-up in the car. Maybe a 690. So, trying to be safe with it, you know, not kill it. We don't have to.
Sam up here getting ready to judge the bikini contest. Oh goodness.
Okay guys, I have some semi-good news. There's so many fast cars in this class, and for the first round, our guy can't make it up here. Sounds like the guy broke, won't be making it up here, so we'll be making a solo run first round, which normally I like to race a guy, but World Cup Finals, I'll take a freebie if I can get it.
All right, brother. Round one, baby. Woo! Let's go, Mullet.
Hey, you know we got a buy run.
Buy run?
Yeah.
For sure?
I think it's about a 95.
Let's go. Hey, well, that means one thing. You gotta give her the beans.
Well, Pizza's laptop's sitting ready on the back.
Oh, I like to see. All right, Mullet got the buy run this round. So we got a little tune-up in her. Get her go 80 feet. That's Shoo, buddy. Come on, baby. Let's go, Mullet. Roll to a 722 at 152.
Hell yeah, all the other radial cars spun and we got down and it felt really still pretty fast. Beautiful. Oh yeah, slowed it down a bunch. 122.60 foot. So Pete grabbed the laptop right before I ran. He slowed it down a little bit. So we ended up going to 122.60 foot, 303 to the 330 and a 446 at the 8 at 172. So we made the right call. We went down. So, you know, we have some data. A lot of the other guys spun. Hey man, good job. All them radial guys spun. The number one and two qualifiers are out.
Yeah, that's
122.60.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
well that's what we're looking for that. You know, God, that's the most nerve-wracking buy round I've ever been on.
We have the guy racing next one at 689.
Okay, so we got to turn it up. Well, we don't have to turn it up. We'll
What's
make
that?
sure we got it.
What's that pass if I would have ran it out?
Probably a 70 something.
670.
I'll check and make sure. But
I didn't want to run it out just because I'd rather save the car.
That's fine. We'll lose lane choice. What we need to do is
I
this
didn't know
next
that.
round.
I should have ran it out.
Yeah, if you run it out, we probably
Whoever's
got lane
fastest
choice.
gets lane choice.
Yep.
Okay.
Best thing to do is try to get up there quick in hopes that he's up there quick.
And then we get first shot.
Because we're gonna get fresh track. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if that tune-up's got it and I can just scramble it, I mean,
I think that's probably best bet, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to kill it for no reason.
For no reason. That track it's so screwed up because like
all the big tire cars,
they instantly rip it up, but because they're imports, their wheelbase real narrow. So you can't move it over one tire width because then you're one in, one out.
Yeah, I saw you had me way over.
Yeah,
so my tire was in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, because the whole thing is trashed. Otherwise, you're going to have one in and one out.
Okay.
It's a freaking mess.
Hey, well, good job, man. Thank you.
Round one, eliminations in the Street Fighter class. This is our boy Jackson and Jimmy, and you see right behind we got Ruby. Let's go, Jackson! 722 at 185.
Woo! Let's hope this thing don't do you wrong, brother. Go get him. Give it some throttle.
Come on, Ruby. Don't do this to me.
Oh man, she wasn't starting. She wasn't starting, but she started up. Literally, it's like 9 volts, dude. She's going to timeout after this race. Yeah, we gotta figure this out after this. All right, Nate's racing Victor in the Supra. This is the guy that ruined the Supra's life, dude.
Ah, yes.
It's my boy, but Ruby.
This is Victor from Bradenton Motorsports Park. He choked! And Ruby goes 745! Let's go, dude! Let's go!
745 and 186.
745!
Ruby's best pass ever.
Let's
go!
Yes, dude!
Victor, I love you, buddy. I'm sorry that Ruby keeps taking you out like this. Ruby's undefeated against Victor in the Supra. I mean, Ruby just, man, let's go!
745, dude! What?
How was the bikini contest?
Absolutely fantastic!
I bet it was. I bet it was.
Let's go! Round 2, baby! I know you're fired up over that Ruby dub right there, and Jack Stan got the dub.
Dude, we got all 3 cars still in that we started with today. Did you see Ruby wouldn't start?
Dude, yeah. I'm like,
down
come
like 9.1 volts, dude. It's like, rah, 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 rah. I was like, no way.
Dude, but how about your run? Mullet ripped it.
I mean, that was definitely a perfect run for what we needed. 122 60 foot.
Okay.
Just Pete slowed it down to make sure it would make it through there.
Yeah, like 2 cars before, I seen him just run towards Mullet.
Yeah, he came
to
up
the laptop. Dialed.
Now we have a truck that went 689 that round next, so we're gonna have to be, you know, we're gonna have to run probably a mid-70 would be nice, comfortable. Let's go! I know. Dude, from barely firing up.
Dude, all the emotions. I was mad as hell when I went to that show.
So 119 60 foot, 483, bro. Let's go. 483 in the 8th, and a 745 at 186. You're gonna have to go a little faster too. You got some good data now, and no breakups, no nothing.
It just went right down.
Beautiful. Great job, buddy. Great job. That's what I like to see.
Let's go, boy.
What are you thinking, Pete? Give her a little bit of juice?
Just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit.
Gotta work with what we got.
Right. Do enough to do the job and not get us in trouble, hopefully.
All right.
It's gonna be a tricky track.
I like it. What's the deal, bro? You're on round 2.
Round 2, dude.
How much you beat him by?
Treat him by like...
Yeah, you beat him on the tree, right? He went faster than you.
No, I went a 722, you went a 738.
Oh, okay. Nice. 720s, bro.
722.
You might see your boy Nate later, dude. He's still in it.
And a new PB for Ruby.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we're all on to round 2. Let's keep it up. 31 pounds of boost. You got a little bit of room.
Just a little bit.
Well, also, you're not in with it early at all. I mean, I think you got so much room. You have a Supra again, and it went a 7.0 with this Supra.
So I raced one in qualifying now. I don't know if they got it fixed now, but it took them a really long time to spool.
Oh, yeah.
So
that guy saved you.
Yeah, the one I bumped through.
So maybe you just pull right in.
Yeah, if I just go right in. I mean, that's the only strategy I got.
Hey, bro. Do what you got to do, my guy. Hey, you want to see a just beautiful data log out of Mullet? Look at that smoothness, bro. It's just so sick.
Where'd you go to the 8th?
445 or something, 446. I think. 122 60 foot. I just clipped it off at the 8th. Alright guys, we're rolling up for round 2. As you can see, it's dark out now. They've had several delays with people wrecking and oil down, so it's already pretty late. The air has gotten a lot cooler, so the car's gonna be making more power naturally. So, you know, Pete is doing the tuning. He's just telling me we're gonna go a little faster. That's all I need to hear. So let's have a successful round 2. Hey man, that's a nice truck you got there.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
6-second truck race right here, right? All right, so we got this turbo Silverado, went a 688 the last run, so he's got some horse. See if we can hold it down.
All right, here we go. Round 2 in Mullet up against his old Chevrolet pick-em-up truck. It's fast too. trophy right there, baby.
Let's go, Bullet! Woo! That was a spicy rib, boys. That got yanked off the ground when the chutes came out, pulled the car sideways, but gathered it up. That got my adrenaline ripping there. Going sideways at 220. Woo!
Bullet's going to round 3, baby! Hey, put her there, bud, put her there! Shoot, that feels really good. Yeah, it does. There's that winning car. There it is. My boy over here. Let's freaking go, dude!
Let's go!
Yes, sir! Let's go, dude! Good job, dude. Good job.
Slip check. 116, 60 foot, 297 to 330, 440 flat, 171,
Ooh.
667 to 217. I put the chute out early again.
I like it.
Bro, the perfect tune-up.
Perfect tune-up.
Great, man.
That's what I just, let's go, dude.
Not, you know, not killing the car, but enough to beat the guy next to us a little bit, and that's what we need, dude. On to round 3, we're gonna have another 6-second car. Let's go do it.
All right. Well, I think when you just parked and backed up, that's where this puddle came from.
Oh, wow.
That's why I stopped you right there.
Transmission fluid everywhere.
Boy, oh boy.
There you go.
That is good.
Must be that solenoid again. It's coming loose. I hope it just came loose again. All right, we're gonna pull it in the train.
Ruby fired right up this time. Here we go, baby. Round 2. Shoo, buddy. It's showtime, baby. It's showtime, Ruby. Come on. Chopped his head off.
Loose line, huh? Oh.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, that's not. I thought that was wet. Do it.
I just got it.
All right, well, let's check them all. Let's check every line, every nut and bolt under here right now, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, we want a new PB. I treat him. the bump didn't work. I tested it 3 times here, it worked fine, and then I go up there and the bump didn't work. So, but I still went 064 on the light, 115 to the 60 foot, 314 to the 330, 478 to the 8th, and a 741 at 183. I think mile an hour's down because I pulled the sheets because I was close and I was like, all right, he's out on me, he wins. So.
Yeah, it just drove around you.
Yeah.
I even want to see this slip. Dude, when you launched, I'm like, let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, so, you know, I did my job, had him at the tree, the 60, and it took him every bit to about 900,000 feet to finally catch me, and he just drove around me because he went 694, 204, he had almost 20 mile an hour on me.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that.
That's what happens when you got to go up against number 1 qualifier, you know?
Yeah, 8th mile car, you know, quarter-mile race, you know. Hey, you was in there, though.
You're in there.
Good job.
So the guy we got next went a 6:58 in qualifying. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we're going to have to step it up a little bit.
A little bit. We found the leak on the transmission, so that's the start.
Yeah, at least we got a transmission still. So.
Yes, sir. We just got to hit that up arrow.
Right. Put some pep in its step and see what it does.
All right. You guys are out, huh?
Dude.
Gave her a valiant effort.
Made number 1 qualifier work for it. He ran his PB.
Yeah.
And the hardest. He said I knew I had to do something on the tree. I went the fastest on the tree and the fastest my car's ever been on the big one. So I wasn't going to give it
And
to
he
you.
barely got around.
Barely got around me.
Yeah, same thing with you. You got off the tree and then the guy got around you.
Treat him, but he had me covered by a lot. We went through and he was probably 2 cars at least out
Yeah.
of me.
Well, Ruby's bump wasn't working, which meant her scramble wasn't working, so you were just kind of screwed.
I still don't know that I would have had enough.
Yeah. Hey, you guys made it to round 2 of World Cup for your first time, so I'm proud of you guys.
I appreciate you letting me wheel that thing.
Yes, sir, dude. I'm proud of you guys.
The small block nitrous car out there putting in work.
All right, next year, they're done out there. We're coming. We're coming. They're done. All right. All right, guys. Good news is Mullet is looking healthy. We got 100% health check going on right now. We nut and bolted the whole car, made sure everything's good. We got a really fast car next round.
Turning in.
We are
Oh! 657 at 220! Let's go, baby! The hottest tune-up
Yo, select. Playful. So if I want, so my regular ice, that shit is crazy. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. It's pretty simple. Now, if I wanted to, I can go in and add more.
Ah, damn it. Looks like the bandits have already got away. We'll have to track them down.
Damn it, not another one of these quests.
They're not that bad, are they?
Screw it. Okay, let's just get it over and done with. Alright, let's have a look. The quest says that the caravan was heading towards Alderkeep. Really nothing about the bandits? Useless. Right, looking for clues. Okay. Right. What's that? No, that's just dirt. Really? You couldn't give us anything to work with? Nothing? Maybe there's a clue over there.
What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know, Ben. Looking for clues. What are you doing?
Well, I reckon they probably went that way.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Or they went that way, or that way, or that way. There's really no way to know. Let's just fan out and do a grid search like normal.
What? No, Rowan, they definitely went that way.
How would you know that, Ben?
Pretty easily. Just follow the footprints.
What footprints?
Those footprints. Right there.
What are you talking about? What footprints?
The footprints right there, like on the ground.
Where? What footprints?
Wait, hang on. Are you in detective mode?
What are you... Whoa.
Click it!
What are you,
Click
what
the
are you
right
talking
thumbstick.
about? R3 isn't...
Press
Ben,
R3 right now.
isn't... Fine. I'll press R3. Whoa. What was that?
Detective mode.
Hang on. Is that some sort of new feature?
No, not at all.
How long has that been in the game?
Wait. Hang on. Are you telling me you've played this entire game without using detective mode?
Oh my god. That would have made things so much easier.
How have you done, like, anything?
Oh man, it was...
Semtex!
Feindliche Drohne im Einsatzgebiet. Alarmiert. Team Deathmatch. Der Feind gewinnt an Boden. Drängt ihn zurück.
Wechsle das Magazin. Ich befohle, wechsle das Magazin. Ich bin hinter dir.
Feindliche Drohne aktiv. Verbündete Drohne im Einsatz.
Wechsle Magazin. Hier sind Feinde. Termit, Achtung! Ich lade nach. Magazinwechsel. Setze Vorladung ein.
Unsere Drohne umkreist das Gebiet.
Chemtest geworfen. Ich bin hinter dir.
Verbündete Drohne online. Verbündetes Geschütz aktiv. Verbündete Vorräte im Einsatzgebiet.
Wechsle das Magazin.
Verbündete Bombendrohne aktiv.
Schütze erledigt.
gescheitert. Zurück zur Basis.